What's going on? Happy Friday. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in, my friends. It's time for the Friday stream. Hello. How we doing? Yes, yes, yes. You heard clicking. I figured I should probably get the world open so it can actually all load in before we get in there and go super laggy, because it takes like 3 seconds after loading in for the frames to come back right now. So, but we're doing it. We're getting through it. We're doing it. Dude, my hair, like, I got this like one little strand that just keeps popping down today, but we're all good. We're all good. I was also just enjoying the music. I'll be honest. That song is such a good, a good just bop. It's just a bop. That's all we got to say. Scythebot, thanks so much for coming to member before stream started. Private Soft 27 months. I really do appreciate it. Glad to see you back on MCC. Yes, yes, yes. I will be in the next MCC, my friends. I got announced earlier today. Been very, very excited for that. We saw the teams a little while back as confirming that we were in the event and everything. But yeah, super excited. My team coming into this one is going to be me, Mythical Sausage, his. I don't know what I was going for there. I was reading a Discord message and slipped. His first MCC. Then we're teaming up with Pizza Hut again, who I've been with a few times in the past. Very, very nice dude. Super, super awesome. And then for the first time teaming up on MCC, I played Among Us with him back in the day. We are going to be teaming up with Captain Sparkles. So I feel like we got a pretty good team. I feel like Pizza Hut, Captain Sparkles, me, and Sausage. Is this Sausage's second? He's been in one? Oh, well, never mind then. It's his second. All right, well, wasn't that one a non-canon or something like that? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, we're in it. We're in the next one. Super excited for it. Very, very excited. It's not this weekend. I think it's next weekend, like a week from tomorrow. Yeah, should be super cool. Should be fun. I finally had a free weekend where I was like, we don't have any plans because my wife's out of town. So I was like, I can actually play in an MCC again. Let's do it. Scott was looking for one more person to join up when I was chatting with him, and I was just like, when is it again? I forgot to kind of look at the calendar, just kind of ignore it. And then he was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, I'll be there. I'll be there. Put me in, coach. So yeah, very, very nice. I'm excited for it. What's MCC? It's big Minecraft. Why am I blanking on it? Minecraft Championships or MC Championships. MCC is it's just a big old Minecraft tournament. A bunch of content creators, goes for 2.5 hours on a Saturday. That used to be a monthly event, and now they're taking their time in between to produce even better events, and this is their first one coming back. So it's gonna be really, really cool to see it all. I'm very, very excited for it. If I didn't say it already, Garen, thank you so much for becoming a member. I do appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have not already, my friends, we got 550 people over on the YouTubes right now, and we only got 250 likes. So if you could please do me a massive favor and click the like button over there. It helps out so much more than you can know. So I really, really do appreciate it. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get in here, get some work done in the hardcore world, and I'm very excited after the hardcore video release yesterday. Thank you everybody so much for the support. I can't word today. The support on that. It seems like everybody really, really loved yesterday's hardcore episode. So that's really fun. It seemed like the slower pace and everything. There's just been so many positive comments on it. So expect more videos of that style moving forwards. For as we kind of move into those. I'm excited. Show more of the process, show more of like the little bits, instead of just like, here's everything, here's like this important little thing over here. Hardcore video is so good. I love that style. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, should be fun. Should be fun to keep that all up and moving. I just closed everything Twitch related. Why did I do that? Oopsies. No, we don't want that. That's not our stream. That's somebody else's stream. Let me reopen the creator dashboard. I just did. You know when you do that thing, if you're like, I'm closing all these windows, you're like X, it's just like close, and then you're like, I closed the one I wanted to keep. I got too excited with closing things out. But it is the way it goes. We got it. Love yesterday's episode. Thank you. I appreciate it. How we doing, Blocky? Good to see ya. How we doing? Kira, what's going on? Heroic Pixels, what's up? Bait, hello. Hawaiian Sea Turtle, hello, hello. Eggs, what's going on, my dude? Double D, what's going on? It's Beto T, Beto Betati. I don't know, man. We're just going with it. Femic, how we doing? I've seen a lot of your videos, but this is my first live stream. Hope you're doing okay. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome on in. Super Taco, yo, what's going on, my dude? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sean, how we doing? Is that Vinod? Welcome. How you did dark into bright with second witch mod or data pack using the mod to change the brightness levels is called, what is it called? Why am I blanking on what it's called? I've used this thing for years. Why am I blanking on what it's called? It's not even showing up in my mod list. Oh no, Gamma Utils. Gamma Utilities. It's a mod. It's a fabric mod. New build today. Yeah, we're gonna do a few things. People have some good ideas. Some stuff that we can do just to make it a little Batuti pronounced like that. Okay, I'll try and remember. I got a few things I would do around the world before we get back to the landscape, but then we're gonna get over there. Bit spacey today. Apparently, man. Apparently, it's been a really fun week, but it's been we've been staying up so much later than we normally do because we have a friend staying with us right now, and so normally I go to bed at like 10 p.m. if not a little earlier, and I've been staying up to like 11:30, and I think it's catching up with me. It's all good. It's fine. I'm just slowly a little less sleep, and just it's one of those weeks, you know. It's been a great week, but it's been a lot of woo. You read my name wrongly. I apologize. I try. The names go by so quickly. I just got to go with the first one that I see. Wait, hold on. Fwhip back on Twitch. Yeah, we're multi-streaming right now. So we're live on YouTube and we're live on Twitch at the same time. So we've been doing it for about a month now, a little bit over. It's been fun. How are the pups doing? They're good. They're good. They are also exhausted. Nova just cannot seem to settle herself down, which is really, really funny because she's just like, there's somebody else in the house. I have to be putting on a show the entire time. And it's funny. Yeah, so we've got that over there, still working on it. That's not what I meant to do. Last stream, we came through and just gathered up a ton of dirt. So I would love to spend some more time kind of working on this today, but actually, some people have some really, really good ideas on the last hardcore episode of just little additions to do around the world that I was just like, hold up here, that's a smart one. That's a big brain move right now. So we're gonna do a few of those first, and it's more just for atmosphere things. One of them is, and then the other one is for pure efficiency's sake. But we're gonna do it in a way where we have to hide something underground. So we'll see. But what I need to do first for this one is we got to run down here, grab a few buckets, and also I need to find a button. I think I need to find just one piece of stone. 139 pieces of stone. That will do. Actually, we need 2 buttons. We're getting our vibes back in the brewery. We're going for it. This is peak vibes for the brewery. We're gonna fix up the inside a little bit more.
Nice to meet you.
First step in here, we need to come inside this spot, grab ourselves a little bit of lava from our lava farm, which we probably need to redecorate the top of that one. And then we've got to swoop into here, where somebody was saying that if we come in here and add in our lava bucket and cover that, if we pause the music for a moment here, put in a few of these guys, what it's going to do is just create a bunch of bubbly sounds in here. Just the lava gurgles that we normally see. And then also this over here, we had that skeleton spawn on us. And this was skylight level 1, but back here we have light level 0. So what we need to do here is tear that guy out, which is okay. You can't really, it's going to be okay if that's not there. We could probably just take the whole line of trapdoors off, and that's fine. It's okay if it looks a little open-ended. And I want to do a button back there and a button here. And this is still like technically light 0, but that is not a spawnable space. And then we've got that. So we should hopefully, does it need to be flowing lava? maybe?
Pleased to meet you.
Does it need to be like flowing? I thought it'd be gurgling more than this. Do I have sound turned on? Also, Voodoo Vandal, thank you so much. Is that 10 gift subs? Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is very, very kind. Really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Melina, thank you so much for becoming a member. Emma, thanks so much for becoming a member. And Nope, thank you so much for the gift sub as well. I do appreciate that, my friends. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Really do appreciate it. We're going to try take this off. Break of that. Break of this. No, there it's kind of gurgling. Let's see if we get a little bit more sounds if it's flowing. I don't know if that's a thing with lava or not.
Pleased to meet you.
And then we want to just do that. Any gurgles? Any little gurglings? Oh, I hear a little. Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's a good idea. Okay, so we got that in there. We're hearing some gurgles. Very subtle, but you gotta pick them up when you're here, and we don't want it happening all the time. We actually. Ooh, I don't have my water bucket. We will keep one of those on us. Fill up some water, put that guy back. I don't know where my bucket went, but I lost it somewhere. You know, I probably emptied it when I was doing filling up that thing, and then I just never got a new one. That's okay. What about water above soul sand? Does that also bubble? We could try that. I've got an idea of where we could do that. I got soul sand in my redstone box. Because this is full of water. Like all of this is. So if we just sort of take...
Pleased to meet you.
Just turn this up a little bit for a moment here. Do that, and then we need to go get some... Oh, we're just gonna get that guy out of the way. And we'll come back in here. Put some water at the base, then we just gotta go get some more water. And we'll need probably like 3 more buckets. So let me just grab the ender chest back. Is Axiom difficult to learn? I've been having a good time with it. I feel like there's a lot of things that I'm purposely not touching yet. Ow. But so far, I feel like it's been pretty quick to pick up. But that being said, I do have a good amount of experience in 3D rendering softwares like Blender and the... I don't know. Why am I... Dude, I can't word today. I actually cannot word today. Oh, perfect. Cool. Okay, so that's the entire thing in there. Guess I don't need all these buckets of water. No, I should have done that. Now we can see some little bubbles going on in there too. Look at that. Oh, that's fun. Now we darken it all the way back down to what we play on now. Okay, you can still see them. Right. Whoever said to do that, I appreciate it. That's a good idea. I'm so sorry I did not remember who put that in the comment or just said that in chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Also, if you're ever on YouTube side, please leave a like on the stream. Helps me out a bunch. We got 800 people in here and only 400 likes. It helps out a ton. It helps keeps the streams a coming, so I do appreciate it. Sorry for saying it all the time. I won't be asking if it didn't actually matter. Okay. Now for our next random edition, I need a beacon. And we actually need one of these. So we're gonna put that back, and then let's go pick up a bunch of iron blocks, because I should have some at storage, or just in the random storage in my house. What's the mod for Gamma? Gamma Utilities. Gamma Utils is the actual name, but Gamma Utilities. Oh my gosh, that's laggy. Well, if we come in here, we can do this, grab all those, easy peasy. And then what I wanted to do, well, actually what somebody recommended we do is over here at this, because I'm constantly mining all these logs, right? Where we constantly just strip all the logs, fill up this entire room with them. Somebody recommended that we just hide a beacon over here somewhere. Just a beacon that I can activate. I'm so sorry, excuse me. When we want to start mining. So I was thinking we can literally just come right over here and make it look like a pile of sticks and have part of that pile. Oh my gosh, I have to sneeze again. Yeah. Part of the pile of sticks is going to be a trapdoor that we can just flip. And then the trapdoor is just going to send our beacon beam up to the top so that we can actually just get the haste buff right here. So when we need it, we have haste 2, but when we aren't working here, we don't have to have the gross beacon beam shining everywhere. Sorry, there's like something on my mouse. It's very much annoying. And we will we'll see how this goes. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, allergy season is killing me. We finally got some rain here, which is great because all the pollen's getting off the trees, but oh my gosh, it's making allergies so much worse. Only full blocks stop the beam? Okay, so we'll have to do a little redstone. A little redstone sticky piston thingy. That's okay. That's okay. We can make it happen. I think y'all are right on the slabs. We can still make it look like a pile of sticks or something and have it be just like a log that gets pulled back. I was hoping to just like flip a trapdoor, but that we can just have a button that we press and it moves it or something like that. Okay. Let's start filling in all of our iron blocks. I need to go that way one more. I think it does. Yeah. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Are you planning on playing 1.20.5 soon? I will be playing 1.20.5 when the mods are all updated. But if y'all haven't seen, 1.20.6 release candidate 1 is already out. And usually when I see that happen, I go, ooh, I am not updating anytime soon. If you haven't seen it, the issue that they found on this one here is that if you had wandering trader llamas as a storage system, their storage was getting rotated somehow, and you were just losing blocks. So if there's storage issues in updating your world to the new version, and that can potentially lead to blocks and things getting destroyed, I'm not updating. I don't want to lose anything. So I'm gonna hold off until they sort things a little bit better, I think. It's probably fine to update, but I am so cautious about everything, especially in this world. Oh my god, it's going again. Can't wait for a Papyrus episode. Yeah, should be not next episode. Episode 63 will. One sec. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Just allergies are kicking my butt today, making my nose all runny. Okay, so what I would like to do is we're going to put a sticky piston. sticky piston right here. And what that's going to have is the log. And then what we're going to do here is this. And then I actually want more logs. Bam, bam. And we're going to have that because I believe the beacon beam will still go through. Yeah, easy. Perfect. Awesome. Great. And then what we need to do is wire up a lever, which will go right here. And with zombie sounds, I put my chest piece back on. The heck is a zombie? I'm so confused. Is he in my house? Okay, regardless, let's turn this all into stone brick just so it's stuff that I know not to break. Do that. Bam. And what we want is right here. How did you spawn in my house? I'm so confused. And we need to take this to here. And that should mean if we flip that, that pulls it back. We flip it again. That covers it. And the beacon's gone. Perfect. Okay. Love it. Right. Let's just because apparently, oh, I didn't mean to fall down here. Apparently things love to spawn here. But let's actually be smart about this. I had to bring it back here because we need this redstone line going into the block. If I had brought it like this, you see it connects to there. So we have to bring it that way so it actually points into that one so the redstone wiring goes into it. Just if anybody was like, why didn't you just run it? You're wasting a block. Hidden Haste 2 beacon. Does affect chopping speed? Yeah, Haste 2 makes it so you chop logs faster. Really want to know how that zombie got in there, though. Like, there's no way any of this is not, like, this is all for sure spawn proof. I made sure when I built this place, because I was like, it's a storage room. I don't want a creeper in a storage room. Beacon in the desert monument. I have thought about it, but I haven't done anything for it yet. Mostly because putting it in there is going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought, because I made it pointy, so I'd have to remove the entire point, if that makes sense. Try, thank you so much for the 10 months. I really do appreciate it. When's the next SOS challenge? We kicked one off this week. The people can start posting it tomorrow. You'll probably see that on some people posting videos. Mine won't be out till next Thursday, most likely, but I'll post my video as soon as I can. The next challenges was really, I like the next challenge though. Megan, thank you so much for the 5 months. I'm doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well over there. Steadifier with the 8 months. Loving the interiors lately. Yeah, it was really fun working on all those. Can you make the point for the desert monument yellow glass? We can go look at it and I'll kind of show y'all what I'm talking about. Also, I can't fit a full beacon inside of it, so we couldn't get anything that would actually have like even a half decent radius. Creative whip and regular whip, different people. No, Lord, just asking. I don't know what you're talking about. Beacon on each corner of the desert monument. I don't like the look of beacons. Sorry. MCC group just created a Discord with the 4 of us, so I was just saying hi. If someone posts a video late, does it extend the time of the challenge? No. With video editing and everything like that, we have a real time of when the events here happen and when they stop, but some people might be posting late because they might still be editing. But as far as the video goes and everything like that, in their recording and everything, they are very live events of I have a start and end time that, like, hey, you can do this. Because otherwise, the second or third event or whatever would still be running because all he hasn't posted a video for it. So no. But yeah, so this is the monument. I guess what we could do is this block right here would have to be changed to something, and we could run one up the middle and do it here. That could be an option, but the problem that we run into up here is we would have to change 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in order to take that all the way up. And then that would also mess, I guess that could technically be all walls, but I think it would look a little weird with it being so skinny. Or does it sound like I'm an L1 Forest? That song is definitely in the playlist. So thank you for being a fellow WoW fan and noticing. Sir Shiver, thanks so much for 5 months. Use powdered snow, they're not full blocks. Is powdered snow biome dependent? But I also love the yellow top on that. I don't know. I think it's fine. I like the little candles that we have going up here instead. Maybe in the future, we will find something out here to do a monument, or not a monument, a beacon for. I do want to do that. I've got a plan. I've got a rough like sketch in my brain for what I want to do for the next building in here. Then we're going to be adding a big building there. It's going to be fun. It doesn't melt, if that's what you're asking. Won't melt anywhere. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Is the updated to Armored Paws? No, not yet. It looks like 1.20.6 is coming out very quickly because they've found some fatal errors. So I'm not updating to 1.20.5. I'm waiting. I also use a bunch of performance mods to make my game run better and look a little bit nicer. So I'm waiting for those to update. I don't want to lose performance, because I feel like the dogs are something I'm okay with getting to in like a month instead of getting to right now. Also, my friends, if you're ever on YouTube, we have 1,000 people in here and we're not even at 600 likes yet. So if you could please leave a like on the stream, I very much appreciate it. Are the blue axolotls still in there? Yeah, the 4 blue axolotls are still chilling in there. They're vibing. Imagine fWhip making a custom jungle biome. One day, maybe. What do you think about the trial chambers? I feel like you could get a lot of inspiration for steampunky builds from their design. Yeah, they look nice, but I don't know. I might redesign one to just make like a fun little spawner battle room just for a fun video, but I'm not like obsessed with them, I guess. Okay, so last stream, if you missed it, we started talking about what it might look like to, instead of having the dirt and the path block and everything up here, just go into grass. And I've been thinking about it for quite a while now, and I've decided I do want to just change all this to grass. So as you can see, grass has been growing here, and it's all been kind of connecting and spreading and all that stuff. And I think it's something that is going to be a lot easier to build with and approach as we're moving forwards, and kind of, it opens up our block palette a lot more to just use grass. The path and the wheat look good, but Minecraft doesn't support that as a full block palette to the scale I want to take this space. I can show y'all. Let's go into go into the super flat. Lower grass is staying. It's staying for now. Okay, so if we use the path blocks, we kind of have, let me just go through and get a few blocks in here. Let me go through and do it real quick. Probably not that. So if we keep the path blocks, our options for texturing kind of
Pleased to meet you.
exist in this realm of these are the different blocks we could kind of work with. And even at that, that is really, really pushing it. And we also have all of our dirts. Like, these are kind of the blocks that we can use to create the terrain. But those are so expensive. And when we're thinking on the probably millions of blocks. Okay, we could also throw in copper. You're right. We could also use a little bit of copper. This could also be incorporated for some of the rocks. Like, those are the blocks that we'd be working with for everything. Hay bales and bamboo because of the wheat. I mean, bamboo could kind of work. And hay could kind of work. Oh, those look the same from the top. I didn't know that. Like, those are the options we have. And of these, the only ones we can create, like, place grass on are those three. So, like, most of the blocks that we would want to use for texturing to create the shapes, to create all of those things, we can't put foliage on. And then we're also kind of limiting our foliage options to warmer tone leaves, which more or less is just acacia leaves. So I really want to do the warmer tone thing, but I think we could bring that in through our foliage options that we do add in of doing a lot of our acacia leaves and those things and everything in there. I think that could be something that we could use, but I think it would be this. I mean, yeah, this is not an actual thing that I'm doing. This was me trying to explain why we're not doing this. So I know we could change this order up a bunch, but that's why I'm thinking we're not going to do it. Was because if we do stick with those, that would make it so incredibly difficult to actually, one, get the materials to make that, because that would pretty much be trying to say, hey, we need to somehow find well over 100,000 rooted dirt. And that's not happening. That's not gonna happen. So I'm taking it, and we're just going to we're gonna not. I know it's gonna be a little disappointing, but we're gonna get rid of the path block and allow grass to come up here and grow over. I will leave the wheat in for now that we do have grown, but I don't think it's gonna stay long term. A normal amount of rooted dirt, exactly. So if we just turn all of this, if we hoe all of this down, Minecraft will do its natural thing, except along our little river here, where it will just turn all of this back into dirt, and then we can just let the grass grow over. So as we're kind of working on future things moving forwards, this is just all going to be reverting back to dirt, and then that dirt is going to get grass growing over the top of it. So it's a wee bit of a bummer. I'm a bit bummed about it, but I think it's one thing that maybe we can try again in the future in a different, smaller scale space. And maybe we have like a really dry section connecting into a desert, and that's where we do this type of vibe. But for this, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work, my friends. Well, we are getting those shovel or the hoe stats up right now. So, you know, we got the shovel stats up a bunch by doing all of that, and now we can come back through and really update this. Really just getting the stonks, the stat stonks today. I think it's one of those things that if we did continue with this, I would find myself in a month of doing it and being like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to do this. So this is really why a lot of people are like, why didn't you put out a second episode right away working on the train again? I wanted to sit on all this stuff for a while and find what I actually wanted to do versus what I thought could be something fun to do. And as I got into building this, I was already kind of like, oh God, oh no, like, I don't know if I want to do this. So I think we're saving ourselves some pain here. What we should do is work in these lower sections here first, because I use the path block as a way to deter grass from growing up. So if we can get all of that removed, then the grass will start growing while we're going back and doing all of this. Isn't water quicker to turn them back, or am I wrong? It probably is, but I don't want the water to run rampant and run over the top of everything. I think it would cause more damage than good. I think in the time that it would run down and just start going over the top of everything, I think it would cause a lot more damage. Now we just need to go through and hoe through probably 20,000 blocks. 10,000. Also, PQ, thank you so much for the bits earlier. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Fall Goonie, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry I missed those a few minutes ago. I was in the middle of my rant. Gotta go for the rant. Also, Cass, thank you so much for the 5 gift members. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're slowly working back up to 1,000 members. We're slowly getting there. I do appreciate all the support. Thank you, friends. It's okay. We're really experienced with making giant fields. So this is easy. This is easy. Where did you learn to build? Where I really learned to build was I used to play on a creative server back in the day that was really, really building focused. And there was like a whole ranking system to where if it was a plot server. So you'd build on plots, and then you would get, if you would finish your plot, put it up for promotion basically, and you could get ranks that were basically just like fun flares of different colored chat names and everything like that on the server. And it was all just for fun. But then if you got to certain ranks, you'd get unlimited world edit access. You could get access to more server bandwidth to run bigger world edit commands if you got up further, and things like that. Or you could basically, as you ranked up, you had the ability to claim more plots. So if you were building and were improving a building, you had more opportunities to build further. And so I really got into building on that server. It's not around anymore. They closed it a few years ago, and unfortunately, Before they closed it, all my builds got deleted, so I don't have access. I have a few random screenshots of old builds, but I don't have access to any of them anymore, which is a bit of a bummer. I would have loved to be able to wander through some of those and be like, look at where I started before I was at YouTube, or before I was creating content on YouTube, and then now look at where I've grown since I've been in here. I think it would have been a really fun comparison. But it's a good way to incentivize. You could work with other people. You could just like hang out on the server and check out what other plots people are in the middle of building and kind of how they all go in there and everything. That's actually how I met one of my moderators today, this Thomas. I don't know if Thomas is hanging in here now, but we've been friends since back in the day when we both played on that server together, which is kind of funny to think about. That been known him for a long time. Yeah, sorry if I sound a little nasally. I feel like I got a bunch of allergy gunk going on. Okay, the grass is starting to grow up. That's good. It'll keep going faster and faster. Can you place grass on path blocks, like tall grass? You cannot, but you can get it to generate. Like when a world generates, if you find a village, you'll see some grass over path blocks, just because Minecraft generation is doing Minecraft generation things. I'm hoping this is only like another 20 minutes or so. Hopefully. Miss anything else down here? If we can get like all of these random little crevices and things where I definitely put a few points in, that'll help. That'll help a lot.
Pleased to meet you.
We'll probably miss some and we'll have to come back and fix them later, but that's okay. Though when it's like little ones out here. Judy, thank you so much for 5 months. Atheon Minithira. No, it was a smaller one. I think it was called Revand. It was a Conquest server back in the day. So if anybody played with like the Conquest texture pack, Revand was the biggest. It was like a full server that was built around everybody having the same texture pack. And it was like a really medieval fantasy focused texture pack. If you know the mod Conquest Reforged, that is where that whole project started, was just as a texture pack, and then it got upscaled into a mod and then turned into the insanity that it is today. That is kind of where I got my whole start on YouTube, though, is I was helping to develop the mod, and then I got to know some of the people who were like content creators through that circle that were making videos, and then they were like, you should start making videos. And that's honestly why I started YouTube. Was we were looking to get word out there of the mod and kind of keep attracting people to the project, and then I turned into a thing where I realized that I liked making builds on YouTube more than I like developing the mod. So I slowly transitioned out of the development side into the full-time content side, and then out of that fully transitioned out of that into vanilla Minecraft content, because I realized that I wanted to grow my audience, and working within such a small community, there's just not much opportunity for growth, and it looks so much different from vanilla Minecraft, especially when you add the mod in that adds like 20,000 something blocks now. I think that it's a little hard to grow a community off that. So yeah, that's how I got my start. That's where I learned to build, where I learned how to make YouTube videos, and all that stuff was just within that community, and then kind of evolved and set off on my own. We're trying to get rid of all the path blocks here. So if we turn it all into, it's either we break the path blocks or we cover the path blocks with something, or we can just till them and then they will turn themselves back into dirt. But I was kind of talking about it earlier. I don't want to do the whole spiel again, but more or less path block very limiting to be the main terrain block. So we're gonna just let the grass grow and let it all cover this entire landscape, and then we can use some more fun blocks for shadows and texturing.
The stream, love yourself, and drink some water, everyone.
Robin, thank you so much for the dono. I do appreciate it. And thank you for the kind words. Yes, yes, yes. We're over 900 people and we're at 750 likes. So we are getting there. We're getting up there. I believe we can get to we did 1,000 likes on Wednesday. I think we can do it again. We got more people vibing in here today, so you can do your one little like click the like button, and then you're all done. All responsibilities for the stream are done. I think vanilla builds are more impressive, to be honest. I think they're all their own art form, and they all can be very impressive. But I definitely gravitate more towards the simplicity of vanilla builds because they're just a little bit more approachable. But I don't think like more impressive versus not. They're all awesome. Like any way people want to build in Minecraft or create whatever they want to create, like I think they can all be all equally impressive. You're basically picking the medium. Are you drawing with crayons? Are you drawing with pencils? Are you drawing with markers? Are you painting? Are you modeling with clay? That's kind of that's the difference in Minecraft texture packs and all those. Is just you're just changing the medium you're using. Slowly we get there. So slowly. After this, we can seed a few grass blocks in different positions to give it opportunities to grow out faster. Like different art styles? Yeah, exactly. Minecraft being so focused around like a full block and not really getting into the super micro details is basically just imagine going into anywhere and having a bigger pencil or a bigger paintbrush. I'm definitely wishing I did a little bit more creative planning for this before, so we would have made this call earlier. But that's okay. I do think we'll still use the big wheat patches up here. Like, I think big old patches of wheat covering the terrain as like a really tall golden grass could be fun. So we can still keep that element in. I'm not removing the wheat. And I think that'll honestly fit in a little bit better because it has the green bottom. Whereas right now it's just sitting on brown. So I think it'll actually help the wheat blend more and not feel so out of it. Okay, we're up to Frozen Riverland. Oh, this is a lot more than I thought it was. Oh, geez. Okay, let's get this, because this will probably be turning into... Yeah. Thank you. We can always come back and replace some of these things, like along the edge here, that'll be... more into the like dirt riverbank vibe. Always got to remember that this is just attempt one. This is just attempt one of landscape. We are just getting the basest of base colors in, and then we will change from there. Oh no. I first found you and Sausage through Conquest. It's fun to watch good building both in vanilla and hyper-realism with Conquest. Yeah, I love watching Vigo, man. If anybody is interested in Conquest stuff and you don't know about Vigo, man, he's a very, very talented builder. I love his His videos are very chill, but he does mostly tours of walking through things that he's made. But I love just seeing what he's able to come up with. He does a fantastic job. He's also playing Manor Lords right now. By the way, for the people who have been watching the Manor Lords streams, I think next time we stream that game, which will probably be next week, would be my guess. But we're most likely going to be restarting. The new update came out, and it sounds like that the new update does not play well with older saves. And I think we can take what we learned, restart, and make something like really, really impressive and cool from the get-go. Because I think there's so much that we learned. And it'll also give a new opportunity for people to jump in that missed or jumped in partway through of our 10+ hour now save. You want to know some block down? Check out some. Be careful with giving shout outs to YouTubers in my chat, please. I respect it, but we do have a no promo here. If it's one of my friends, more than welcome to give a shout outs. Love them all, but I don't want people just throwing in random channel names because it's a little weird. It's a little weird. Yeah, there are a lot of amazing builders in the Minecraft space that don't have massive audiences that definitely do deserve it, but I'm trying to keep it a little bit more cleaned up here. Not out of any ill will or anything. It just, chat gets a little weird, and then people start bringing in their own alt accounts to advertise their own stuff, and then it gets super weird, and then we're like, all right, we went too far. Fixed it. Wait, build potato update. I would love to check that out. That seemed like a really cool April Fool's one. I kind of wish I always see the April Fool's. I'm like, that's fun. And then I go about my day. And then every single time, like I was talking to Pix afterwards, and I was like, oh my gosh. And he was talking about how fun it was. I was like, I should have went in there and done something with it. Should have done something. Jewel, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs, my dude. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so much love over on Twitch today. I found you and a bunch of others from watching Pix's first SOS episode. Yeah, Pix is a good dude. I was really happy that he ended up coming into SOS again.
Pleased to meet you.
I know he is big into Survival Guide, and it's a big ask to get somebody to join an SMP, especially when you run a single player series.
Pleased to meet you.
It's so hard to balance, and it's been awesome having him. I definitely have been very bad about balancing my time and all that this time. This time around. I've got some fun things in mind for the last while on the series. Jinxie, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're also almost at 900 likes over on YouTube. What? Yeah, Enderman griefing is turned off in this world. I went over it in my very, very first episode of this world, but yeah. No Enderman griefing for me, please. Yeah, fire tick is turned off and Enderman griefing are turned off. I used data packs to do that before I even started the world, so it was done in the world generation screen because that is doable in there now. And that's how we rock. It is really funny because you can't just disable Enderman griefing. What you have to do is actually give it so that you can limit the number or the types of blocks that they can actually pick up. So what the data pack does is it makes it so the Enderman can only pick up a structure block, which is that like special creative command only menu, like /give structure block. To use for like the in-game Minecraft schematics and things. Like that is how you get structure blocks. So I have it installed on my super flat world where I do some testing. Like I have the data pack in there too, just for the sake of it. And sometimes Enderman, like I've been messing around with structure blocks just to try and learn how they go. And I'll be in the middle of it. I'll be like, where'd my structure block go? And Enderman teleported over and picked it up. Just took it. He's like, this is the one thing I can do. Jenny, thank you so much for the 19 months also, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm late. What are we restarting? The terrain is... Texturing is getting restarted. But I think what you're picking up on was the Manor Lords playthrough that we've been doing. It's a city builder game that literally released today. I got early access to it. But the release that came out apparently made a lot of updates to the game. And I think it's enough for me to want to restart and try something new. And just kind of see all the new changes and do it from a brand new save. For city builders, to me, that's the way I like doing updates, is just restarting. Yeah, Enderman stealing blocks is infuriating. I hate it. I hate that mechanic. Of all the mechanics in the game, like I do think that is the most annoying. Because sure, creepers can explode what you're doing. Yeah, that happens. But a creeper will never just randomly walk up to a wall you built and explode. An Enderman will randomly just teleport over to something and pick up a block and leave without any interaction from the player. And to me, I don't like that, because I don't like my game being modified without my input to it. So like if I mess up and a creeper jumps on me and explodes, that's my fault. That's on me. The creeper exploded. That's fair. That's fair game. And Enderman just, oh, it's nighttime. I'm going to go steal this guy's dirt block. No, not for me. I turn that off on every single series I play. Turned it off on Empires, turned it off on SOS. I made Scott turn it off on New Life. Yeah, Jenny, thanks so much for the donut. Yeah, the path blocks, we went over it a little bit ago, but basically, summary is path blocks are really limiting. We can't place any foliage on top of them, so they just kind of are. And then also the blocks that we would use to texture along with them for lighter and darker shades also can't have any foliage placed on top of them, which means our landscape would basically just be full blocks. And I don't want to do that. I really want to get ferns. I really want to get moss. I really want to get like all those different elements up in here. Just working, doing different things. And actually, I need to take a note real quick. One sec. Sorry, I just thought of something. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, basically with just how limiting it would get, I don't want to do it. Alright, does anybody else have Spotify and like local playlists, like stuff that's on your computer? Does it just like not play tracks randomly? Because mine is just like randomly be like, yep, we know this song is in here, but we can't get past 0, sorry. It's so frustrating. You can use tough on the rocks. You can use tough blocks on the rocks for the train. Yeah, we definitely will. I want stone to be very much not here. Like I really love the texturing you do over there on the far side, where it's really, there's not too much stone left on the mountain. Like we're mostly getting rid of the stone for other elements, and I really like how that turned out. I want to change it up a bit from that because I think that would get a little consistent across the board. I am thinking a whole mountain like in the back, like where it's mostly made out of tuff, so it's a little darker, could be really, really cool. Like a snowy mountain mostly made out of tuff blocks. That would be beautiful. So that'll be there one day. That'll be there. Once we can find out how to auto mine tuff. Sometime back while working in my single player world, I once came across an Enderman's horde of grass and dirt blocks in a cave under my base. Yeah. I don't know how many of y'all were around for the Amplified series that we did, but there were so many shadowed areas that would just become full, completely full of blocks from my base. Because in the shadowed areas, so many more Endermen spawn closer to the surface, so that they actually teleport closer to where you are and everything, and it gets so bad. So bad. We're getting there. Did we forget it? Let's do it. How's our progress? We've been going. Why do you use the texture pack that changes the textures so much? I didn't really change many textures at all. I've changed foliage just because I want it to be a little bit more lush, but I haven't changed anything outside of foliage, really. Yeah, the hoe will be fine to make it through. It's still got 300 durability on it. Didn't even notice texture pack. Yeah, like most of the stuff I've done, like we have bushy leaves, so leaves are a little bushier just to make them a little bit nicer to look at, and we can make some fuller trees. And then I made flower textures so we have more variety to the flowers, because I think Minecraft flowers just get a little static. We're just doing this. Aw, man. It's fine. I only gave one seed back. That's okay. That's fine. Some serious dedication. Yeah, we already got the netherite hoe, so we already got the advancements, so it's fine. Thankfully, you don't need to break the hoe for that advancement anymore. You just have to make it. It's one of those things where we got to fix it now, otherwise we're going to regret it later. Areas you stop using the building with fWhip texture pack? Yeah, it was just getting to be so non-vanilla. And when I was getting into like all the connected textures and everything, and I liked using the building with fWhip pack before Japa redid all the textures. But I think the textures that Japa's created since they came onto the team and really started working with it and did the whole update beyond the programmer art Minecraft textures, I really like how Minecraft looks now. I'm a big fan of how the game looks. So I actually don't have any desire really to come back and go back to those older ones. Whereas before, I think the game looked fine, but there was improvements that could obviously be made, hence the reason why they did a big texture pack update. So my my texture pack was to kind of help make things look a little bit better, but I don't think they need to look better now. I really love how this game looks. Like I have no issues with the current look of Minecraft. I think they've done an excellent job. I think we're fine to get the rest of this. We're still at 182. Oh wait, I'm a little sniffly today. Unfortunately, I've getting a wee bit of an allergy reaction because it's so much pollen. But so I'm a little stuffed up, and I think it's making my brain a little foggy. But other than that, I'm good. We're just chilling today. We're vibing. We're slowly tackling out on the train like we do. Are y'all still enjoying the stream project, or would you like to see streams working on different things out in the world? I know we've been pretty much hardcore streaming just this for the last 3 weeks. So I'm curious if y'all, because I could easily just boot this up every day and just place blocks for 2 hours and slowly tackle it. But I'm curious what y'all think. Seems mostly positive vibes. Love the new video. I'm so excited to be a new member. Hey, Garen, I really appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed the video so much, my dude. I use it as background, so I don't really care. Fair. At first, I disliked the new texture from Joppa. Now I definitely appreciate them, and they look fantastic. Yeah, I think it was such a big change that so many people are like, this isn't my Minecraft I played for 10 years. But in reality, it's sometimes change is actually good. And it doesn't all have to look at the same. Have you seen the 1.21 name reveal? Yeah, it's Tricky Trials, right? They sent it to us this morning before it released. Yeah, Tricky Trials is 1.21. For those who have not seen, it came out in their Minecraft Monthly news today. They actually they did some news on their news update. I haven't watched the Minecraft Monthly yet. I need to get around to that. I was going to do it after stream, probably. Yes, Minecraft Tricky Trials is the next update. Alrighty, I think that is everything on the path blocks. And yeah, we missed one. We need to go break those. Okay. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's go over here. All the ones that we missed, let's just start punching them out and replacing with grass, and then that'll start getting this to spread up here a little bit faster. Okay, goodbye. And then we can kind of help it along a little bit here. No, goodbye. Sorry, dirt. And dot in a few more of these. Just a few little patches throughout, like we did on the other side of the terrain. And that'll help. This will help a good amount. They don't need to be everywhere. The more we add, the more quickly it'll cover itself. I just want to make sure we get a little on every single one of the sides. We are going to start getting some darker grass up here, which could honestly be kind of fun, because that'll help be like a natural transition into a different section. So you can see that versus that grass is so much more bluey. That should be good. Some of these down here. Oh, that's voice chat. I only use this instance for single player, and for some reason I still am always like, I need voice chat installed. What if I need it? Like, what if somebody's like, hey, log onto the server, we're gonna do voice chat things and talk in game, and then I'm like, I don't have it, but I need it. It'd be pure chaos. That's what would happen. Perfect. That'll do. This is already starting to stretch up here. Maybe we just like slap one last little bit right over here as we're walking back to the storage. Aqua Axolotl is a strong looking team. Will you be duo streaming it? Yeah, we will most likely be multi-streaming for the MCC. I'm not 100% sure. I've done MCCs in the past since I've done the swap to YouTube, and they've always done really, really terrible on stream, unfortunately. So we'll try it this time, but full honesty, it might in the future, if we do keep joining in for MCCs, it might turn into a Twitch only stream as well. YouTube is just so weird about live streams. I would love to post everything here. I would absolutely love to post everything here, but having a live stream that doesn't perform well then negatively impacts my other videos that I'm doing. It's like, it's stupid. Like, me not having many people show up to a live stream shouldn't make my video suddenly get less views. I hate it. I hate the YouTube live stream system. I feel like I'm too far sunk to leave again, especially after we already did the move once. I don't want to do it again, but it's weird. All right, I'll be right back real quick, my friends. I just got to use the restroom. You can kind of enjoy the view for a sec. BRBs. Alrighty, we back. Hello. Hello. How we doing? As the prophecy foretold, you have to go pee, and suddenly 200 people shall leave your YouTube live stream. 'Tis the way. Wash your hands? Of course I did. Thank you. You think I'm gonna get my keyboard dirty? No, I use this thing every day. Yeah, one sec. Alright, I had something that I knew I wanted to do next, and I need to pull up my Google Doc. Google Docs save many Minecraft videos. Okay, we got all that shaped out. Good, 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 good. And then what do we want to do next? I was thinking about working on the river a little bit farther, but I think before we get to the river, I honestly want to just like fill that in and keep sending this back. Like starting to like loop this up to connect over into there to like finish that gap, I think is what we want to be focusing on. So we're just going to grab a bunch of dirt. I know we've been staring at dirt all day, but we're just going to grab more dirt. And that's okay. We're here to place dirt. I hope y'all are ready for dirt placing. You can see here where all the grass has started to grow. Look at this. Oh, it's all coming together now. Actually, we can't. We need a little stone too. Sorry, not just dirt, not just dirt. Not just dirt. another 2 stacks back so we can pick up a... I guess we don't really need the moss for now. We'll just add moss in later when we want to get highlights and things, because we'll have the grass growing over, so it's easy. Quicksilver Fox, you have a good one. All right, thanks for stopping by. Now we're doing it. Now we're placing blocks. Woo! Yeah, this is... Oh yeah, this is how we do the dirt. I don't know why, but I kind of want to have this be like a little like kind of an inlet section here that's going to go up that way. I think we can match that and keep it going. Does he read YouTube chat or is this Twitch only chat? No, I primarily stream on YouTube. We just started adding Twitch streams in as well, so nah, I read them all. Well, I don't read every message because there's a lot of you. I try and read them all, but it's not a healthy expectation to expect a streamer to read every single message that comes into chat. I try. I do my best, but sometimes there's too much spam. That. Oh, and then here we actually want to drop those down probably. Ooh, we saved them all. Look at us. Wow, we're amazing. Easy peasy. I love the Minecraft dirt noises. Oh, let me turn that music back down. It was a little loud. And sometimes chats among themselves. Not constantly needing the streamer's attention. They're evolving. They're becoming self-sufficient. Soon they won't need the streamer. The grass block always have a little dirt at the bottom. So we recently just changed the grass texture. Normally it has way more dirt on the sides, but we decided to change it. Last stream. I'm still playing it out. I'm still seeing if I enjoy it or not, so I'm just kind of existing with it for now. But the general idea is that if we installed a vanilla tweaks texture pack that brings the grass down the side further, because I used to use a mod that unfortunately is no longer updated, and it's not going to be updated according to the dev, that would, when there's a grass like that and a grass next to it, it would connect them, but then you'd still have your normal grass. But we're trying with a texture pack that just brings the grass side down a little farther to make it something that is a little bit just greener for the landscape as a whole. Whereas right now, without it, it's unfortunately a little not so fun. What I have thought about doing is making a texture pack that has a connected texture in it that would then override this. So we put this into my own pack. Like, we make our own version of this, and then there's a way that I could override the texture using connected textures, which I do have access to, and I could create a connected texture from dirt going to grass block that's above it that would bring the dirt overlay on top of it so that it would change it. So I've been thinking, I've got a few tricks that I've used in the past up my sleeve to get the textures to act a certain way. So we might be trying that if we need it. If we do end up liking this, I have a few ideas that can fix that problem that we saw last time. and make it also available for Bedrock. Connected textures don't work on Bedrock, unfortunately. So I do not have the ability to do that one. I am going to. I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna release my tree pack schematic soon. I don't think I'm gonna do a world. Maybe I'll do a world download. Maybe I just move all the trees into their own world download, so I can release the world download, and then also in that folder is gonna be all of the schematics for that. So that'll be a reward soon on Patreon and all those. But I was thinking the schematics, and then I could just update the schematic folder when more are coming out, or like when I make more that I'm happy with, and kind of get those published out for all of you to be able to use as you wish, because I know a lot of people have been asking for them. So I think I'm gonna just treat them like a world download, and when I get enough new updated ones, we'll put out a new download for it. I'll do that. So yeah, those will be out for I'll try and get them out next week. So if you are a member, I'll try and have them out next week. I'll post them in the Discord. I'll post them on Patreon, so we can get access to all that stuff. I'm just trying to think of something, because I feel like with how hit or miss the world downloads are for how often they come out, I would love to have more things that people can get access to be able to explore and use and kind of get some fun stuff out of it. I know Mog has been doing schematics for all of the builds that he makes, and then just releasing the schematic, and I was like, that could be kind of fun to do that, of just when it's in its final copy in the hardcore world, like I just export the schematic itself and be like, hey, if you'd like to look at this in the game, like, it's available. Your trees can be a foreign species in my own world. There we go. Sounds like we'll need a schematic folder in the Discord then. Yeah, it'll be easy. We can just throw it under the downloads folder. That would just be like, all the downloads are in here. Because I don't want. I'm just gonna give them out as a bunch. Like it's not gonna be like, here, download this link for this tree. Here, download this for this tree. It's just gonna be like, here's a folder with all of the schematics in it. You can get access to every single one of them. New tags. Yeah, that'll work. Thank you, Eggs. Appreciate it. Gosh, my nose is so itchy today. I hate allergies. It's killing me. It's killing me. We're supposed to go to a concert tonight. I'm all stuffed up. I'm gonna be out there be like, yeah, let's have fun. I'm so stuffy. We're going to the AJR concert in Seattle tonight. Should be a fun one. It's one of those bands where I'm like, I don't know them. Somebody plays a song and I'm like, oh, I do know them. That was almost... Oh, we were so close to having the dirt lineup. Exactly. Dang it. That'll work though. I like that. I like that little crevice in there. We can use that to like have like a moisture section coming down. You ever thought about voice acting or something, like voicing ebooks? Voice is so easy to listen to. Not really. I actually feel like my voice is pretty flat, but I don't know. Not really something. I don't know. I'm like very uncomfortable doing any form of acting or anything. Like it's not my happy place of doing any form of acting, and I really don't enjoy it. So I think that'd probably be like, yeah, I'm just nah, nah for me. Maybe, who knows? Could be something I get more comfortable with later on in life. I feel like it took me many years on YouTube to be very comfortable with just being my goofy self in videos. We're gonna start leveling this out a little bit up here so we can create a flatter region. I don't want it to be like super flat, but something that just goes back a little bit more. Like I still want it to be like a consistent slope coming upwards here, but like that'll probably lift up a little higher, that'll keep lifting up, and then this will be a little bit lower maybe. We do need to be mindful about keeping it above where the river goes, because the river needs to be at a natural point where it'll go through its lowest section. Actually, we want that for the river edge. Join the Thursday night fWhip stream. Thursday night? Homie, it's Friday. Where's that Thursday right now? Sunday is my birthday, so this weekend I'm going to be busy, so I don't get to watch streams. If I don't have money for donos right now, though, hey, please never feel bad about not being able to donate or anything like that. Like, you all just being in here, hanging in the streams. All I ask people to do is, one, turn on the stream and tune in. That's great. I would love to have you here. And two, if you're on the YouTube side, I would really very much appreciate you clicking the like button. Beyond that, there is zero other responsibilities. None of y'all ever need to be like, gosh, I need to donate or anything like that, or feel bad about not being able to. Please, 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 no. You all are doing exactly what you need to. I do appreciate all the support, but never feel obligated to need to donate or anything like that. Now, if you use an ad blocker, then we can talk about that. And kick over $1, and then you're fine.
Pleased to meet you.
Anonymous, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thinking we did kind of curve this backwards here, but I'm not sure I like it being curved back. We will incorporate a few rocks. Maybe we try and find out where those are going to go. I kind of like the idea of a rock being in here.
Pleased to meet you.
I do appreciate the gift subs. Thank you so much. To the anonymous gifter out there. We're just gonna raise that up. Why not? Why not? Who's gonna stop me? This is not the time for a creeper to randomly appear. I just would like to say that. This is not a great time.
Pleased to meet you.
Not a rock, a boulder. The boulder does not like being called a rock. It hurts the boulder's feelings. Sarcasm abuse. Thank you so much for becoming a member. That's a name. Appreciate the support, my friend. Thank you. If you'd like to get access to world downloads or anything, be sure to join the Discord and all that. Get your account linked and you can get access to world download. Check all this stuff out yourself. What's your favorite food? My favorite comfort food, it's very much just a Seattle thing. Like, you can get it in other, like, Asian restaurants pretty much everywhere, but there's just, like, a weird phenomenon in Seattle that I just love. There's takeout teriyaki places everywhere. Like, you don't really find in other cities where you can just go in and get a plate, like a container that's just a bed of rice with teriyaki chicken on top and, like, a little cucumber salad.
Pleased to meet you.
And it's just, like, that's my, like, forever and always comfort food. Whenever I'm like feeling down, whenever Sid and I move somewhere, like one of my very first priorities is where's our nearest good teriyaki place in Seattle. It's so good. It's so not healthy for you, but oh my god, I love it. It is. That's my like favorite comfort food. That's my, if I just want a good meal tonight that I know I'm gonna really enjoy and I don't really like want to spend a lot of money, it's like usually like $10 a plate or something, or maybe $12. They're so good. So or you can get like chicken katsu or something. Jinxie, thank you so much for the 5 gift members. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I love good teriyaki. Oh my gosh, we have a place next to our house that is next level. It's so good. At our last place, we had a few good ones so you could like get takeout ordered, but they weren't super close. Whereas this one is just like 2 or 3 minutes down the road. I'm like, it's amazing. I'm there way too often. You know it's bad when the person that you call to order your takeout order from recognizes your phone number. And then also when you go in to pick it up, because they do a lot of takeout orders, like they are churning. They're doing well, but they are churning, and it's gotten to the point where not only do they recognize me, but they know my voice from the phone call. That I don't even have to confirm what I ordered. They now know the voice to me, and then they're like, oh yeah, here's your blah blah blah. Like, yep, I'm now one of your consistent customers. I will be here many more times, thank you. I've ordered late a few times. They close pretty early. The place closes at like 7. I'm like, good on you. It's order early, and otherwise you don't. And I've showed up to pick it up without even realizing that they close at 7. At like, I've ordered at like 6:50, and they're like, they've told me on the phone, like, since we know you, we'll stay open, but we're only going to be open. We'll be open 5 minutes late. You can come pick up your food. Otherwise, like, they're like, it's just because we still have food left that we can make tonight that needs to go. like, I'm so sorry I'm late. I just want your food. Thank you. Good thing to be known by local spot. Good and bad. But yeah. Sure, why not? Let's just do... Sure. This is gonna take a lot of dirt. Gonna take a lot of. Let's do another rock. Why? Because we can. Big boy rock, like right. Yeah, let's go here. Because then be a little bit taller than the other ones, and I want to make this one actually a little bit wider. We're gonna start just with our double tall, and we're gonna stretch ourselves all the way down here, and this is gonna be like kind of like a whole little like ridge. Why? Because I think it could look kind of cool. It's gonna be short though. It's only gonna be like a few blocks tall. We'll have like this be a little offset where it's gonna be like a little 4. Sure. Yeah, we'll just do that to here, then bring that. I can start to curve out there. Actually, what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna just take those, trash that dirt, and then it's just gonna come here. And then this is gonna just stick back like that. Just get a much more fun shape. Seattle seems to eat really early compared to other places I live. Yeah, Seattle restaurants, they get busy early here. I appreciate it though, especially in the winter. Because like, I mean, in the winter in Seattle, it gets dark at like 4:30 some days. So usually you want to eat. I like to eat when it like kind of like during the summers we eat dinner later typically, but I like to eat based off of kind of when it is first getting dark. Like that's when I like to eat dinner, just because I feel like I can kind of just coast for the evening and do my own stuff from there. Okay. We're getting there. Slowly. We're almost out of dirt. Let's go get more. What video games did you play in your childhood? We were a Nintendo 64 and then we got an Xbox. And so it's kind of all of those. I never really got into many of like the really popular Nintendo games. Like I never really got into Legend of Zelda. Like I had the Game Boy ones. That were pretty fun, but I never really got after Majora's Mask was kind of the last one that I got into there. I've never been a big fan of like the Mario games. I don't know. I just like I played Super Mario like back in the day, like on the old NES, which was fun. But that was just because most of that was fun for the memories of it was at my grandpa's house, and so he just had the system sitting around and because he wanted it. He was really into Flight Simulator and was like, and also was kind of big into like early video games like the NES. And so like that was always fun just to go over there and mess around and do that. But outside of that, yeah, I feel like I first fell in love with gaming with like Age of Empires 2 was one of those. I was really big into like StarCraft back in the day, Warcraft games. A lot of those were the games that I really started to fall in love with as a kid. Gauntlet Dark Legacy was a huge game. We played all the time. The original Baldur's Gates were so fun. Those were cool. Imagine doing this with the old dirt texture. Well, all the grass is going to grow over this. It's just easier on the inventory to pick up dirt and place it instead of needing to worry about picking up grass blocks and dirt blocks, and then you finish some shulker boxes without full stacks, and this makes it easier for inventory management, in my opinion. I never played Baldur's Gate 3, but I was kind of, I'd meant to pick it up, and then I like watched Scott play it for a while, and I was like, I don't know if I really want this. I think I'm not super into the turn-based games anymore. I grew up absolutely loving them, but I don't know. I get a little impatient. My brother had me playing Doom at 5. There you go. That's a awakening. How long does it take you to terraform a big project like this? I don't even know what the end version of this looks like, so I don't even have an answer for that question. This is something that I don't plan to finish this year. Like, this is going to be something that we are just going to slowly chip away at as it goes, and as the series progresses and as things move forward. We'll probably have some areas where I'm going to be like, dude, today's the day where I want to wake up and I just want to terraform and I just want to place in 20,000 dirt blocks. But then there could also be a month where I'm like, I can't be bothered. I can't do it. Not right now. So right now I'm really loving the project. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's been really kind of therapeutic to just sit down and slowly churn away at a project. So yeah, it's a one as long as it takes. We will be here working on it. Someone found out how to run Doom on organic cells just for the memes. No, that's how we get bad things. I don't know. That's funny though. All right, there we go. Progress. Another little bit of progress done. Love it. That's looking good. I like the shape of this. Maybe that's a little harsh. Do a little something in there. Maybe just do that. That works. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there. We also are at 1,100 likes right now on YouTube, so I really do appreciate everybody who's taking the time to do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So just leveling out the terrain below. Down there, yeah, the plan is to just tear off. That's where I get my dirt. That's where the dirt comes from. So we basically just pick it up below and we move it up here. And that is how we are funding this project, you could say. Sure, that works. It's fun to watch because he doesn't normally light it up first. Yeah, well, everything that's lit up down there, we've actually we've already cleared. Like, we've already got the top layers of dirt off of everything that we've lit up. And if we do need to start getting like mass amounts of stone, we could just take off the next layers there. But I still do want to create the river. that connects the main city of Path out to the ocean. Like I still want to create that river canal, and that that's gonna be a lot of digging. So the millions of stone that we probably need to build all the mountains here before we even texture them and all that, that's gonna come from there. I am thinking that the mountain in the far back that I want to do, just because it's gonna be a little bit more monotonous, and I really want it to look good from the beginning. That might be something that I experiment with using whatchamacallit, Axiom to make a mountain. I've done it in the past, like using World Painter to build a mountain. Like I had one planned for Hardcore Season 2. That's really cool. I probably still have the schematic around somewhere, but I ended up not using it. Just because, well, it was a late plan, and then, you know, the world kind of got a little deleted. So it was a little difficult to build a mountain as a ghost. Can't really place blocks down. What's the style you use? My build style changes a lot, but I like to stick usually within like a medieval fantasy theme. Like my goal, I've always said, like my tagline, I guess, for this world is we're creating an interconnected medieval fantasy world. So that kind of leaves the build style really open to a lot of different things as we explore what different cultures live inside this world, and different species, types of people, fantasy races that we want to include, what those look like, what their different environments look like. It really brings that to be pretty open-ended, but it also makes it something that it kind of all sits within the same vibe of itself, which I think is fun. I really want to get into doing some more magical looking things, like really fantastical. I think that could be fun, but a lot of what I do evolves and changes. I don't want to do the same thing twice. Like once I've done a build once, I don't really want to repeat the same style again. Mostly just out of boredom. You have a dwarven place in your world? Ever thought about adding like an elven forest? Maybe eventually. I would like to do something elven, but I don't want to do your stereotypical Minecraft elven. I know that much. So elves will maybe happen later, but I don't have any plans to do it right now, other than the only plan that I really have for it is that I know that I don't want to do what you normally see, like the Lord of the Rings elves. Like I just, that's been done so many times over, and I just don't really want to do it again. Which also kind of like our dwarven village that we have is pretty much just steampunk underground instead of like true dwarven, which I really like. I really like how I love how it looks, so that's okay with me. I always get bored of one world after defeating the Ender Dragon. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you're playing for, if you're playing for the progression of the game to get through the Ender Dragon and beat it, then that's cool. That's a great way to play the game. I mean, there's an entire community of Minecrafters that is all they do. Like that is the speedrunning community. Is they say my Minecraft journey is beating the Ender Dragon, and that's totally fine. Like that is honestly speedrunning and all that I find so impressive. It's not how my brain works at all. I probably learn and practice, but no. But they get a full Minecraft experience that they enjoy just by doing that, rinse and repeat. And I think that's great. Like that's one of the things about this game that makes it so cool, is you don't have to build to love the game. You don't have to be a redstoner to love the game. You don't have to just want to play survival and grind to get a full enjoyable experience playing the game. So it's cool. There's so many different things that you can do in Minecraft that are gonna be enjoyable, and what you enjoy might not be what I enjoy, and what I enjoy might not be what you enjoy, and that's great. Like the fact that we can all still play Minecraft and all still have fun in our own way, like that's the sign of a really good video game. Will you do a quick showing of your city in Dwarven City? We can go check out the city a little later on. Yeah, I want to finish this a little bit farther. We are getting up to the 2-hour mark though, so I usually only stream about 2 hours, so we can go do a quick tour. I could show you all more in depth of what I did in the last video, because that came out yesterday, so we can finally look at it. Yay. But we gotta get this. This needs to be fixed up. Love the customizability of Minecraft. I like playing peaceful mode. Yeah. I find peaceful mode for me gets a little bit boring, but I have so much respect for the people who do play in it and all that. Like it's so cool. And also if you play peaceful survival, there are so many unique challenges that you have to deal with that I never even think about. Like getting slime. Like you have to do that from baby pandas to get. I don't think you can even get gunpowder unless you find it in desert temples, if I'm right, if I remember correctly. So like your progression system, the progression system in peaceful mode Minecraft to have like a full survival world is actually a lot more intense than it is not on peaceful. And that's so cool that they didn't just say, oh, peaceful mode is here, you get everything for free. It's you have to think about things so differently, and that's fun. That's really cool. I would almost love to do like a peaceful mode series. Like that could be cool. I just don't think I'd keep up with it for very long. I think peaceful mode series are more geared towards technical players, which is not me. I have a question. I built a Greek/Mediterranean village. I don't know how to give it more life. It just seems kind of bare. And how do you do a good job of making your builds look full of life? I think that when it comes down to the smaller details and kind of how you lay out the buildings to bring a lot of life in, you have to create an environment that feels like once you walk into your village, you want to feel fully in the village. You don't want to be able to see out. So maybe that means more custom trees along the edge, or more fields, or maybe like small walls or something around it that help you feel in there. And then once you're in there, what brings life into places? Because we can't add more players or things. You could do armor stands, but that's not my favorite. So what I tend to do is like market stalls and carts and maybe small workstations where somebody's making some pots, or a small outdoor blacksmith where the forge is running and they're cooking some things down in there. If you start thinking about like, honestly, a good way to think about it is go through the list of Minecraft villagers. I'm not saying add them into the village, but go through the list of villagers that exist in Minecraft and just say, okay, cool. So I got all of these. How could I, even without putting a villager in here, how could I make a workstation that would work for a cartographer or a shepherd? And maybe you have a little sheep pasture somewhere, and the shepherd could maybe be a tailor instead of a shepherd. So you build a tailor shop in the village or something like that. So you can kind of work through those. That's a really good beginning way just to get some free, really simple ideas that are very ingrained in Minecraft. I think that's a really helpful way for me, at least when I'm running dry on ideas. I kind of think back to the villagers and I'm like, well, what villager could I put in here would not have a home? And then you can go with that. So give that a shot, see if that helps. But like wagons and carts and animals and just different stuff like that is always a very good bet too. Thank you. That does help a lot. Awesome. Good luck. Do you plan every detail in creative or just outlines? It depends on the project. If it's something that I feel like really inspired to mess around with and like design something brand new, I'll usually do it in creative so that I don't have the annoyance of the Minecraft inventory system of, oh, I have to go back get this block out of my shulker. So I like to do like the general building shapes a lot of the times and the building texturing and things in creative because I just have more options. And then I kind of know what I need to get, and overall saves time. But yeah, so that's a big one for me. I think it just really depends on what I'm working on and kind of where I'm going with it. I try and do as much in game as I can, but I also love this game for the art form of it, and sometimes the art form of it for me draws me back to creative. But then I also know that I would not be interested in doing a creative only series. Like I really love getting into building and survival and existing in the world of the builds that I've made. Like that is That's my favorite part about a single player series, being able to just look around and be like, I made all this, like this is my Minecraft world. Like that's so cool, dude. Like that for me, I get a lot of joy out of that. You do a create mod series? I did create when we were doing New Life, and it was not, I didn't have fun. I had fun like in the first day or two, and then after we got like really into it. But I also will say I think that was partially from the limitations of having to work within the origin that I had. As soon as I got to be the small little fairy, like my desire to build much in that world really dropped off quick, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Building mountain like in the big building with fWhip world. That's kind of the goal. How we looking? I like it. I like how that ridge line is coming up there, and I think that rock that we added in up there could use a little bit more depth along the front. Right now it's just kind of flat, but it's looking, it's doing. Yeah, we removed all the path blocks to start of stream today. I will do that. Yeah, I was not really enjoying the path blocks much anymore. I'll be honest. I was not. They were not my favorite. So we removed them. I like create big. It's laggy fast. Yeah. Yeah, it's just such an intensive mod that it's hard to do. I like that. I think that looks good. That looks really, really nice. Especially from here, that hilltop that we just made, that like slight rounder top to it. I think that's really fun. I also really love how the river disappears for a second. You can see a little pop and then you can see it again. Like this is a really fun point to view it from. Let's get in there. Aesthetic create windmills. If I could just get that, I would use that. That's the only reason I want to use create. No, there's two reasons I want to use create. One, aesthetic windmills. Two, aesthetic water wheels. Those are my two reasons. Looks like a saturated version of the Black Hills. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Let's get in there. I think this, I don't like how like pokey this is here. So what I would like to do, honestly, we're going to kind of extend this. No, I'm not going to bring it forward. But we're going to start like widening out the front here so it's not such like an acute angle. We make it a little bit more of like an obtuse angle. Going back to geometry. But then bring that probably to, because we got to be careful of that coming up. So we can't take it too wide. Actually, maybe we can. Who cares if it's a little steeper? That's called interest. No math. Get the maths away. I can't do it. Is geometry really math though? Like it's kind of math, but is it really math? Is it really math? I don't know. I felt, for me, which might be the reason why I play a game that's solely based on blocks, I was really good at geometry. I was not great at other forms of math. That'd be easy. No more school. I already did school. They told me I'm smart enough. I don't need to do it anymore. Don't make me. I get it. I get it. I've had so many people be like, would you ever go back to college to do something else? I'm like, no. No, I've done my education. Like, you will not be catching me back in a classroom if I can help it. I feel like I could maybe go back in as a professor type role, but like, I don't think anybody's going to want to come to Minecraft 101. Maybe they would. Maybe. Who knows? Could be a fun class. Could be pretty fun. But no, I did. Not for me. Not for me. We have created so much dark space down here. Oh, that's the beehive. I would go to Minecraft 101. Fair, fair, fair. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually you are going to see some YouTubers becoming college professors teaching classes based on we're gonna do one more inventory of dirt. I can't help it. Like teaching classes more based around like how to become a YouTuber, like that, and like how to start your channel and grow your channel. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing some community colleges within like the next 3 or 4 years start popping up with classes like that. Because it's turning into such a like highly sought after career, which don't get me wrong, I love what I get to do, but like teaching how to, because you could do a whole course, you could do a whole course alone on teaching about like how search engines work and how to optimize those and how to like research and try and predict trends and everything. Like I could easily, if I needed to like slow it down and really dive super detail into everything in it, I could probably right now just blab for well over an hour on the Minecraft, or not Minecraft, but like the YouTube search engine and like how to use it successfully to help your channel grow. Okay, I could easily blab for multiple hours on that. And then you could do a whole course based off of like how to make your channel presentable and everything. Be easy. You just actually need to be able to back it up with information and prove that you know what you're talking about. So there's probably going to be somebody out there who makes this class and then their channel over there is going to be like 5,000 subscribers. But nah, you'll have to wait for some like some bigger channels to retire and get bored of retirement, and then they'll be like, let's go help people. Could you make this video like how to YouTuber? There's so many videos out there of people already doing it. The problem is there's so many people out there doing that video that don't know what they're talking about, and their way of learning and using the search engine is their entire channel is based around teaching people how to use YouTube and become a YouTuber. But then in reality, their channel only exists because of their classes that they're teaching, but then their information that they have is wrong. There's so many people that make these videos on here's 10 confirmed ways to grow fast on YouTube, or 5 tricks on how to grow your channel and how to gain your first 1,000 subscribers and blah blah blah, and they're all so wrong. I mean, there's a little truth to what they're saying, but they're all so wrong. Like if you boil it down to like the actual facts behind it, no, they're so off. Or they just say something so ambiguous that you really can't take any information from it, which I always find is funny. I like to watch them just to see what they say and see if there's something that I might pick up on or something's changed since I've been around for a while, because the game's always changing. But nah. Yeah. It's like that book on Amazon that's how to make $100,000 writing your own book, and then the book costs $100,000. And there's only one available. Okay, that's not bad. It's a little,
Hey,
it's
burrito.
definitely steeper, but I think it's
Professor
okay.
Matt Pat.
Professor Matt Pat. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for the dono, Robin. I appreciate it. Also, Burb, thank you so much for the gift sub. I think I missed that a while ago. If you're still in here, no, I think I got you on that one. That was a half hour ago. When you play SOS again, I got a new video coming out next week. I just finished recording it yesterday. I changed a lot at the base, so I didn't want to stream from there because it would spoil everything in the next episode. So I decided that we're just going to keep placing blocks because I love placing blocks. Look how much fun we're having placing blocks today. Isn't it so cool? Orange tree. Look at you. Look at you with the orange tree. Might catch more of the stream if it lasts much longer. No, we're headed out. We're headed out after this inventory. Somebody want to see a quick little tour of the town so we can go check that out. Look at what we made a little bit more in depth from yesterday's video. If you haven't watched it, new hardcore video came out yesterday. I really like it. Also, I've decided I'm going to start posting on Instagram a little bit more. Just while I have builds that I care about. That I think are cool to share. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely follow me. It's just fWhip_official over there. Because somebody took fWhip. How somebody could take fWhip, I don't know. Got on every other platform. Actually, I don't have it on Twitter. Somebody took fWhip on Twitter too. And they haven't used their account in years. And they won't let me take the name.
Ka-ching!
I don't know, man. I don't know. Robin, thank you so much for the gift, member. I appreciate it. Oh, right. We wanted this to extend out and be a little bit wider. The angles. Gotta think on the angles. We'll do that. Ooh, I don't like this. Cool. That'll work. How much more we got? We got a little bit more. I guess we need to keep the steepness going here, so maybe we just start a little guiding line so that we remember that, and we slowly transition this out of the steeper point. So another like 3 here. Then this one can be like 5. I like doing them at a slight diagonal because I find if I do a straight line, it makes the whole thing look like it's more on a grid. So if I find that if I just come out here on an angle, it actually helps with normalizing things a little bit better. We're gonna go over this way. Yeah. Easy. And we'll just do that. That can be like our nice little like a higher point on this section. What do we think? This whole area in here will be... Yeah, I like that. I think that it's a little flat. But I mean, yeah, maybe we... Bring you over here a few more. bring this out a few more. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Because then this will also just kind of keep going back off this way. What's this current project? Covering the world in eternal darkness. We're getting there. Alrighty, I think that's where I'll just put this last dirt back. We're getting there. We're getting there. So how many boxes we clear? 1, 2, 3. Only 3 boxes today. That's actually not that much. But we did get rid of all of the path, and we did those other little fun projects today. Let me see. How many is 3 boxes? 3 boxes is 5,220 blocks. I definitely put a chart down of how many shulker blocks. How many blocks a shulker box can hold. That's what it is. Okay, 4, 26. 3 boxes cleared. Plus 5,220. Which brings the total to 66,120 blocks. 66,120 blocks have been placed down on this terrain so far. That's a lot of blocks. Dude, our hoe got moved up. That was below dirt. Before we started today, that was below dirt. No, it wasn't. I think it was. I thought it was. We're getting there, chat. Nope, that's a bow. Look at us. I do like that little steeper section. I think that adds a good amount of character. Only 3 boxes today, but you know. That's okay. That's okay. Look at that view. That's going to be cool with that coming across there. And it's going to continue along that way. Look at that view. That looks so much cleaner. And I think we can get our yellow tones in with putting the wheat in here as a main grass source. Like that, I think that's going to work. A cliff or university. We're working on just a giant terraforming project right now. Currently, we are working on bringing the land up. So this is going to run all the way over there behind that hill. So it remains like this random little mound. But this is going to keep going back. You see the mountain there. That's going to kind of work its way around the back there. The goal is to end goal. That thing's going to be covering like 6 biomes. Like pretty much every single biome that's loaded in back there eventually will be covered by this terrain. The snowy part is going to be very difficult, but I think we can basically just lift this up again with kind of another rocky face like that. Then that'll explain the difference in like the snow randomly being there. Autumn, thank you so very much for the 10 memberships. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Ooh, wings are getting low. Wings are getting low, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoop. Yeah, our new additions to the city are these buildings down here. I don't have time to do a whole tour right now. I have so many leftover blocks that I just did not get around to. Tough. We got our little aviary in here, which I really, really like. Somebody said to bring some dead coral in for birds nest around, and I like the idea, so we got to go find some. But we got some birds hanging out in here that are just chirping. Then we come down these away to where all these buildings are. I think next time I almost want to like work on the buildings along this, like part of me, but then also I really want to work on the buildings like in this section. I think getting this section filled out just to full like big connection of all that leading all the way up would be really cool. But I'm also kind of like main road and then work up towards university is a big goal too. Should have included that chicken. The chicken didn't want to follow us, so it was too slow. Got to keep up. The birds followed. The chicken was too slow. I also need to come up with some name ideas for the shops. I haven't named them yet. We'll get those eventually. But yeah, inside of here we have the tailor's shop where we just have a bunch of cloths available and like some dyes and things. I really like this little interior. It's fun. Then next to that, we've got our spices shop where we still got a lot more banners hanging, just decorations and things and little spice vials. A few people have some good ideas of other stuff to add in here, and I can't remember what it was, but it was good stuff. This guy's got a way into the top up here. You can come around, and then we got a little like living space right there. We got our kitchen in the back over in here, and you can go up to where they have their sewing room with a little sewing machine. No, that's cloth. So we got a little sewing machine and workstation back here, an extra little window we added in, and then their little room here, so their bedroom, and their like closet. And then I didn't add any way to get under the attic, just because I didn't really care to. There's a way to get to their neighbors for some reason. I'm kind of going off the theory that they're family, so they actually like to have a connection to each other. The vines are growing where they should not be growing. Okay. But yeah, we got a little like seating area here, a little storage place in here. That's the staircase. Kitchen over this way. Eventually the main entrance will be through here, but it's a wee bit difficult to get in right now. However, we do a staircase or whatever back there, I don't know. But then that comes up. We got the living space in here. We got a little bunk bed. We got a primary bedroom back in here. And I love the copper grates. They're so fun to work with. That's those two buildings, which are pretty sweet. We got this little overpass that I ended up just incorporating into the brewery. We've got a small super smelter in here just for 4 furnaces that I can use if I need to. And then over in this corner, just a little storage room. If we ever have overflow stuff, we can throw it in there. Big brewing vat right here that we were doing a little bit of stuff earlier. So we put some bubbles in there with soul sand. And that's just got general stuff around the back, just more storage. Big old space, basically. From what I know about it, beer needs to be brewed or like aged in darkness to help it a little bit more. So that's why it's so dark in here. Then we got this little like tasting room of sorts, or where they're like testing out new flavors and things. That's kind of down in there. And we come up here where we got this the brewing thing where we did put some lava inside those. So that's all, it gurgles and pops and whatnot every once in a while. Big old cart out front. This tower I did not do anything with. I ended up just putting tinted glass on the inside of all of those to keep it dark. I meant to put an access point and I kind of forgot, and so I'm like, we're just not gonna do it. We got a nice little seating area out here. This is like a cafe, so I got like outdoor seating, which is fun. All of these, by the way, will have big trees on them. Like, so this whole street, the idea is that we're just gonna have a thick canopy across. So this whole street is gonna feel like you're walking underneath these big old, I'm thinking oak trees, but I don't want to add them in until we have this side of the street built, and then we'll come back in and do all the trees. Because I want them to be like kind of overgrowing the top of the buildings and everything and just being super green and lush. But yeah, so inside the cafe, there's just like a lower seating area, a little library type thing. And then I just put black concrete or black terracotta up there to hide it. So you can't get upstairs, but just a little spot. I am realizing that there's not really a kitchen here. So maybe the building that needs to be attached here has a kitchen into it that can like supply the food for this place. Kind of missed that. But yeah, we're getting there. It's coming along. I'm really happy with how it turned out. A lot of cool stuff throughout here. If you would like to see this more in depth, it was before all this stuff was posted, but there is a full-on world tour on my second channel, fWhip 2 TWO, that is almost 2 hours long and will take you through everything in here pretty in depth as we look at literally everything I built. What are you going to put on the sign outside the cafe? I haven't named any of those things yet, so I need to find some names, but we'll get there. That could be a future thing. But yeah, so there's a few things that have changed. Massive world tour. If you'd like, check it out over on my second channel. If you want to see everything that we've done in this world, because just for a little aerial view of the city alone, We've spent more than 1,000 days in game just purely building on the city, not including gathering resources, just purely building and creating. And we have all of this, which is really, really fun to see it all coming together. Always room for expansion and later creations. You still have remaining bits of the town. Oh yeah, no, we've got a lot of the city left to do. But my friends, that's gonna do it today. Thank you all so very much for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Been a great stream. We got a lot of stuff done on the train, and I think it's gonna be moving us forward to a much better landscaping option moving forward, and just a lot more cool stuff coming up. So thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate all the support, everything. Also, I think I missed that. Three-headed Mountain Dew. Thanks so much for the 10 months. Good afternoon. Love the video today. Builds are so good, but the interiors are even better. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Catching us just at the end. So if you want to rewind and do all that stuff, you can do that as well. But my friends, I'm going to go get some lunch. I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.